Story time of how my brother and I saw an angel in his room. All right, so this goes back like years and years ago, but it's a story I'll literally never forget. And it's also crazy how we'll just get into it. So this takes place at our childhood home, and it was one night my family and we went to go get dinner. So we came back home predominantly like late as in it was probably 8 p.m. So it's dark outside. So the way our house was, when you come in through the garage door, my room was right here and my brother's room was right here. But if you enter through the garage door, the way it was like slanted in the hallway, you can look directly into my brother's room when you walk in. So the reason why we came through the garage door too is because like our front door of this house was like on the side. So like our main point of entry into the house was the garage. So just want to point that out. So at the time, I was super young. Like I had to be either in fifth or sixth grade, like leaving elementary school, going into middle school. My brother, who's younger than me, we're 5 years apart. Definitely elementary school, probably like first grade, second grade type of vibes. How like little kids, like they always run ahead of their parents. So when we got home, my brother and we just ran through to the garage to the door. And when we got in, I was the first one to notice. I looked directly into my brother's room because, like I said, the way it was slanted once you go through the garage door, it's like you could see directly into his room. And I saw a huge shadow on his wall and I was stunned. My brother comes behind me and he's like, he's young. So he sees what I see. And I was like, do you see that? And he starts crying. And he's like, oh my gosh, what is that? Like he's just crying because like it's a huge like shadow on the wall of like a being, like a person. Bro, the shadow was literally a being, like a huge angel figure with the wings. You literally see the wings and it's in this position on the wall. And I remember I wasn't scared. I walk into my brother's room. I start like moving toys around and I'm like looking at it, trying to see like, oh, maybe the toys are like making this shadow. And my dad comes in and he's like, why are you crying, Matt? Like, whatever. Because he's like crying because it's his room. And he's like, do you see that? My dad doesn't see it. What? Low key, as years went by, that like made me sad because like now I'm a believer in Christ. Like, obviously, at the time, like, I didn't really like know what I know now, but my dad couldn't see it, but my brother and I could, which was crazy. And so my brother was like, you don't see it, dad? Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, like, whatever. And he didn't.